Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into some shocking exposures about one of the most iconic figures in the music industry, P. Diddy. This ain't no puff piece, y'all. We talking about the man who built an empire, who went from intern to mogul, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call him. But behind that shiny, Kyrox-sipping exterior lies a history, a past. Some might even call it a dark side. From whispers of financial manipulations to his wild personal life, we've got it all covered. So buckle up because we're about to break it down. Let's get started. Now, we all know Diddy's got that Midas touch, right? Turning everything he touches into gold. But where there's smoke, there's fire. And let me tell you, there's been a whole lot of smoke surrounding Diddy's finances. We talking accusations of hidden income, shady business deals, the kind of stuff that would make the IRS sweat. I ain't saying he's guilty, but when you're rolling in dough like Diddy, people gonna talk. And trust, there's been a whole lot of talking. We've heard the whispers about artists on Bad Boy, his own label, complaining about unfair contracts, getting pennies while Diddy's laughing all the way to the bank. Look at the Mace situation. Man claimed Diddy robbed him blind, bought his publishing for nothing. Now, Mace ain't always the most reliable dude, but where there's smoke, you know the rest. And it ain't just the artists, nah. We talking lawsuits, accusations of unpaid debts, the kind of stuff that follows you around like a bad smell. Remember when he got sued by that limo driver? Dude claimed Diddy owed him back pay and was dodging his calls. Not a good look, Puff. Now, I ain't no accountant, but something ain't adding up. When you're constantly surrounded by these kinds of allegations, it makes you wonder what's really going on behind those expensive sunglasses. Let's be real, hip-hop was born in the streets. It came from a place of struggle, of hustling, of doing what you gotta do to survive. And Diddy, he knows the streets. But those streets, they got a dark side too, a dangerous side. And Diddy's name, it's been linked to some shady figures over the years. We're talking about the kind of dudes who don't mess around. The kind of names that make headlines for all the wrong reasons. Now, I ain't saying Diddy's out there running with the wolves, but he's definitely been seen in the shadows. Remember the whole Suge Knight situation? That beef was deeper than rap, man. It was about power, respect, and some say, even more sinister connections. And let's not forget about the rumors, the whispers about organized crime, about Diddy being in bed with the mob. Is there any truth to it? Who knows? But when you're dealing with that much money, that much power, you're bound to attract some unwanted attention. Chapter 3. Now this is where things get real heavy. We're talking about two of the greatest rappers of all time, Biggie and Tupac, both tragically gunned down in their prime. And Diddy, he was right there in the middle of it all. On the one hand, you got Biggie, Diddy's boy, his golden goose. They were tight, closer than brothers. But then, you got Tupac, the fiery, unpredictable genius who saw Diddy as the enemy, as the embodiment of everything wrong with the music industry. The East Coast versus West Coast rivalry was at its peak, and Diddy and Tupac were right at the center, throwing fuel on the fire. There were diss tracks, public feuds, even physical altercations. The tension was thicker than a bowl of grits. Then, the unthinkable happened. Tupac was shot in Las Vegas, and the finger of blame was pointed squarely at Diddy. Did he order the hit? Did he know it was going to happen? These are questions that have haunted hip-hop for decades. 6 months later, Biggie was murdered in a drive-by shooting. The similarities to Tupac's murder were chilling. Was this revenge? Was Diddy targeted again? The theories swirled like a hurricane. To this day, no one has been brought to justice for either murder. The cases remain open, the questions unanswered. Diddy has always maintained his innocence, but the shadow of doubt lingers. Was he a target or a mastermind? Only time will tell. Chapter 4. Let's be real, folks, Diddy knows how to party. I mean, this is the guy who threw those legendary white parties where the champagne flowed like water and the guest list was a who's who of Hollywood. But with that lifestyle comes a certain level of, shall we say, excess. We're talking about rumors of wild nights fueled by drugs, alcohol, and who knows what else. There have been whispers of inappropriate behavior, of Diddy crossing lines with women, of him using his power and influence to get what he wants. And let's not forget about all the baby mamas, the string of broken relationships, the drama that seems to follow him wherever he goes. Look, I'm all for living life to the fullest, but even Diddy has to know when to pump the brakes. Chapter 5. Diddy built an empire, there's no denying that. Bad Boy Records launched the careers of some of the biggest names in hip-hop, but at what cost? There have been countless accusations over the years of Diddy exploiting his artists, of taking advantage of their talent and ambition. We've heard stories of unfair contracts, of artists being forced to sign away their publishing rights, of Diddy taking a bigger piece of the pie than he deserved. Look at the case of the Lox, man. They went to war with Diddy to get out of their contract. They felt trapped, stifled like they were being held back. And it's not just about the money. There have been accusations of Diddy controlling his artists' every move, of dictating their image, their sound, their very lives. Some say he created a culture of fear at Bad Boy, where artists were afraid to speak out for fear of retribution. Now, I'm not saying every artist who signed with Bad Boy had a bad experience, but there are enough stories out there, enough accusations to make you wonder if Diddy's success was built on the backs of others. Outro. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse behind the curtain, a look at the man behind the music. Is Diddy a ruthless businessman who'll stop at nothing to stay on top? Or is he a misunderstood visionary who's been unfairly vilified? I ain't here to judge. I'm just laying out the facts, the rumors, the accusations. You decide what to believe. But one thing's for sure, Diddy's story is far from over. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite celebrities. Until next time, stay curious.